Hello everyone. It's been a while since we interacted. Last time I sort of told you that I would try to be more regular, but it became difficult because of my research commitments. So that was an issue, and please bear with that and sorry for that. But for coming back to the today's discussion, I basically want to engage all of you in a discussion regarding the uh, ensuring the consistency in this examination, or not only the UPSC examination, even in the academic journey that you are having in other ways as well. So how can we start becoming or developing that feel good factor of being a student, or feel good factor of studying, but actually you're not studying. So this thing came to my mind because of the interactions to some students, and also the questions that uh, these are not questions, they make certain statements like they will start the study now, this thing happened, now they again will start their study. And so that's of certain develop a sense that uh, they are having a mask of a student or aspirant identity, but actually they are not. They are just carrying that mask to face the society, like they are studying or doing preparing for this examination, but actually they are not. Actually they are doing something else that they find enjoyable or whatever. So I am not against that. I think if you are not interested in this examination, or not interested in, if you think that you don't want to engage in this process, then you should not. And even now that we are, even the policymakers have started engaging us, like the repeated cycle of the examination is cumbersome and complex, and long term have ramifications for the future of the aspirants. So keeping that discussion as apart, my focus is like, uh, so why does it start happening? Like you develop a notion of an aspirant, but actually you are not studying. You are just keeping that mask and identity and to be in a part of a journey. So then the thing is that I am basically observing and finding it little bit strange, like and it's strange because the reason is that the journey of this examination, or any government examinations that we're having in particular, is like these are the long-term processes. They're like 1 year, 1.5 year in UPSC something, even 2 years for a beginners as well. They must engage 2 years then. What happens that when they're away from the goal or the examination, the D-Day that they call, they start developing a feeling like this is I know I have to do this, but I have a lot of other things to do, and so it can be managed because it is away. But I think because but the thing that you are doing, like if you try to understand what you're actually doing with yourself, is you are having one identity of an aspirant that you are, that you carry. You are, this is identity. Maybe you are not engaging in that, you are not accepting that, or even not saying accepting that, you are not working on that identity of an aspirant or candidates who want to give an examination. But you want to, but you are keeping that identity because you have to face a family and society. uh, so they will ask you, you say you are preparing or whatever you are doing, but also the notion that internally you're not, your mind is not there. Your mind is sort of complacent because that knows that this examination is away, or I am beginner. What should I? It's okay if I would fail. So that notions are developing and making you a person which is not a very sustainable idea to carry on with this with such notions of being an aspirant or carrying the identity. And I will not even call that thing identity, because even developing that identity demands some effort, but the engagements to certain extent to some people gives a notion even they are not doing that. If you are thinking, like suppose I'm giving a very common example, like people come, they say they have written one answer in the 5 days or 10 days, they're writing one answer in 5 or 10 days, and then they say okay, they are part of this journey. Then it actually are not. I'm sorry to say, but you are not, because the people who are part of this journey are putting efforts and hours writing an answer in a day. So so it is a little bit different. I'm not trying to be critical for you, but I'm trying to develop a notion that I'm not. And even more important thing is that it is not that you should you should start becoming serious. I'm even not saying that, because if you don't find this thing interesting, then better to leave it and start engaging the thing that you like, or you like, but it should be financially making sense, because you can like anything, but if that does not have any financial implication, then the liking could be just an hobby. So that be cognizant about that as well. But the thing that I wanted to convey, like how can we just be cautious about this feel good factor? So the my understanding is, like, if you would like, if you know that you are going to be a part of this examination, you will give examination after 1 year, 2 year, or a 3 year, then please keep that notion in mind, like, if I am doing these things in my life, are they will they implicate will it have an implication for me as an aspirant or a person who is going to give an examination? If that notion keeps coming to your mind, then it will help you to make a rational judgments, to prioritize things what are important for you and what are not. Because things are important, even if you want to play, if you want to get entertained, or whatever activities you want to engage in, all these activity may be important. Being a human, or being a person, being a social person, all these things must be making sense, because you are a human being and having ability to think and judge. That judgment depends whether you are making a short-term decision or long-term decision, whether you are making ethical or unethical decision, rational or irrational, but you are making a decision. So you are taking that decision. But I'm saying, for taking the decision, if you want to, because the if is very important, because I'm not that person who will say, yeah, you should give a UPSC, you should give the government examination. You should not if you are not interested, or even not interested, if you don't find this thing important, or like that you will find it interesting, but it is a difficult judgment to make, like someone saying it's not for me, because nothing is not for a person. If they start engaging in those things, and it is becoming possible, and the probability start rising. uh, so the my thing my the thing that I want to convey is, like, if you have decided, and please keep that if in mind, because it is important. If you've decided that you want to carry with this notion of a candidate or aspirant who want to give an examination, then please make your judgments on the basis of when whatever decisions and judgments you make, like in a day, or in a long term, month or years, that if I will engage in these activities, will it have an implications for my identity, or my aspirations to becoming a such person? So that will help you to a certain extent to make those judgments. So I think you are getting a notion that what I'm trying to convey. Like, make your judgments on the basis of one identity which is prominent for you, because there are multiple identities of any person. That is understandable, and that is who we are. But if you are taking the notion that you want to give an examination by next year, or next year, or next few months, and keep that identity in mind. So, because when you start engaging the people who are getting a success in multiple attempts, or to multiple stages, the identity which is prominent with them the whole day, that one thing that they keep in their mind is, like, this is the primary person who I am. This is the person who I am who's engaging in these activities, and then they start making judgments about themselves. So that is the thing I was thinking that I should convey, because on the basis of multiple engagements with the aspirants, it gives a sense that they are not even they have not even clarified that notion, that who they are actually. So they're asking the basic primary questions, like, like, I was not doing these things. I was distracted. I was this. I was that. To a certain extent, it could be possible as a human being, but if you are doing these things repeatedly, if you are engaged in this journey for 7 to 8 months, and you are saying that I have done this earlier, now this, now I would start studying, then I'm sorry, you are not actually serious, and seems to be serious, because you get a chances in this journey, because of it's a long term thing. You get a chance to work on your things that you are not properly doing. You get a chance to improve your skills. But if you are ignorant, if it is not even ignorant, if you're not clear that you want to become a part of a journey as aspirant in this process, then it's become difficult to, because you are, if it seems like few people are not making even those judgments, which could be done, which could be easily managed if you start identifying yourself as a person who have to give examination. Or in general also, I think that if you are clear, like suppose you are any professional as well, and if you are clear that you are this person who want to engage in the, because being that professional, being having that professional identity demands you to take certain decisions, demands you to plan your life or day in a certain manner. But if you are not even identifying yourself as that professional, then it will not be possible for you to make rational judgments that that professional person should be taking, if he is clear, he or she is clear that it is important for them. So even in the long term, I can say these aspirants who just masking and having a mask identity will start facing difficulties, because what happens, you develop an attitude to having a different person engaging in activities which does not overlap with your identity as a main identity as a professional, or whatever activities you engage in. So be cognizant about that, because it is not that much difficult decision. So I am saying and delivering this thing because it's because we are developing a sense that coaching or mentor will make you and make you do things, but mentor cannot give make you a person if you are not even identifying yourself as a person who want to study. So that then it become difficult to engage with you. So that's what I'm trying to say. I hope you got the message that what I'm trying to convey. So good luck with this thoughts, and think about it. Is my perception that I'm thinking that, but I need to be clear. Like I'm not saying like if you want to have a fun in life, if you want to engage in activities with the society, relatives, friends, do that. It's important. But that rationality of judging and prioritizing, making and planning a day, uh, that will be done based on, if you are clear that this is the one primary aim I have, then you start prioritizing and planning your things in a life, that what should be prioritized first and what should be secondary things. But if you're not clear, then good luck with that, because it is also, it's okay to not be it's okay to not engage in these processes of government examinations or any examination or any academic activity or other things, professional activities. So to try to identify yourself as a person, what you like and what you don't like, and plan your things accordingly. Don't having a mask of one identity and doing other things. That will not be fruitful, as per my perception. It will backfire, and you yourself will start getting frustrated in this whole process. So think about it, and so I'm leaving the discussion here, and I think you should give a thought what I'm trying to convey. And apart from that, I will I think I would make next two videos pretty soon. One will be on geography for sure. I am trying, I have thought the line of thoughts that I will convey, and then I will engage in the process, like how can we work on as how, like one thing that I'm engaging with the professionals who also work as a UPSC aspirant. So I will try to have a discussion on that as well very soon. Okay, so good luck with that.